The US has maintained its 10% tariff on Singapore. This is the baseline rate. It's the lowest any country can get. But frankly, it gives us little comfort, because no one knows if or when the US might raise the baseline or set higher tariffs on specific industries like pharmaceuticals or semiconductors. What we do know is that there will be more trade barriers in the world, and that means small and open economies like us will feel the squeeze.
喺睇片之前，大家記得分享、讚好同訂閱卓見名家，最緊要撳埋呢個鐘仔，咁你就唔會錯過我哋嘅最新影片。
Now it's our turn to carry forward what we have inherited and to write the next chapter of our Singapore story together. This next chapter opens in a more troubled and turbulent world. For decades, Singapore benefited from an American-led, rules-based global order. It was not perfect, but it brought peace and stability to the world, because the rules applied to all. So even a small city-state like ours could compete fairly. We rode the waves of globalization and secured our place in the world. But today, the US is pulling back. That has weakened the multilateral system. The old norms and rules no longer hold. More countries are going their own, chasing narrow, immediate gains over shared progress. So now it is every country for itself, in a world where rivalry is intensifying and trust is in short supply. We've already seen conflicts in Europe and the Middle East. Asia is feeling the heat too. We've had a recent flare-up between India and Pakistan, and a border dispute between Cambodia and Thailand. All this shows how precarious peace and stability have become. So the road ahead will not be easy. But we're not going to sit back and resign ourselves to being mere bystanders in a world shaped by others. We will take charge of our own destiny, and we will shape the future we want through our own actions and our own choices. In the recent general election, Singaporeans chose the team you trust to lead our country in this changed world. I thank everyone for your support and your mandate. My team and I take this responsibility very seriously. We have been working hard to engage and listen to you, review and improve our policies, and advance Singapore's interests abroad. Tonight, I want to speak plainly about how we can chart our course through this complex new era, and I'll focus on 5 key issues: our economy, our young, our seniors, our future plans, and most importantly, our Singapore spirit. I will start with the economy because it is on everyone's mind. A few months ago, the US announced its Liberation Day tariffs. Global financial markets reacted sharply, and this set off a wave of intense negotiations between America and many countries. Since then, many deals have been struck. And in these deals, the US has lowered its tariffs for quite a number of countries. But they are still mostly in the range of 10 to 30%. And in fact, these are now the highest US tariff rates in nearly a century. Between America and China, the tariffs are still not resolved. At their peak, they soared to unprecedented levels, nearly 150%. Both sides have been talking, and for now, the steepest tariffs have been suspended. But the tariffs on many goods still remain above 50%. And meanwhile, deep mistrust and suspicion continue to fester on both sides, affecting not just trade, but also the movement of people, capital, and ideas. The US has maintained its 10% tariff on Singapore. This is the baseline rate. It's the lowest any country can get. But frankly, it gives us little comfort, because no one knows if or when the US might raise the baseline or set higher tariffs on specific industries like pharmaceuticals or semiconductors. What we do know is that there will be more trade barriers in the world, and that means small and open economies like us will feel the squeeze. That is why we convened the Singapore Economic Resilience Task Force, chaired by DPM Gan Kim Yong, our task force man. Kim Yong and his team have been hard at work, traveling to different countries and negotiating deals to secure Singapore's interest. They have been rolling out targeted solutions to help businesses and workers. The task force is not just focusing on the immediate, it's also looking ahead to review and refresh our economic strategies. We are involving some of our younger office holders in this effort, together with industry partners and union leaders. We are doing this because the external shifts we see today are not temporary. America and China are likely to continue drifting apart. The global economy will become more contested and fragmented. So we will need a new economic blueprint to secure Singapore's future in a very different world. We will take a fresh look at many key issues, like how do we stay globally competitive amidst the rapid external changes? How do we secure access to green energy to power our future sustainably? Or how do we help enterprises to break into new markets, expand overseas, and become global leaders? These are all important issues which we will dive into. But tonight, I will focus on one overarching priority, on innovation and technology, because this is how we can sustainably raise our productivity and improve our lives. For over 2 decades now, we've invested heavily in R&D, and we've reaped the fruits of these investments. For example, one early bet was in biomedical sciences, and we now have a vibrant biomedical industry, which helped us during the COVID pandemic too. We are applying the same long-term approach to other frontier technologies. One such area is quantum computing. It's a completely new way of processing information with the potential to transform many industries. We have been building up capabilities in our universities and research institutes. It's still early days, but we may see breakthroughs 10 or 20 years from now. But it's not just about cutting-edge R&D. Equally, if not more important, is how quickly new technologies are adopted across the entire economy. And this is how we transformed in the past. Think back to the 1980s. We launched a nationwide computerization drive. Those of us who grew up then, like me, benefited because we didn't have computers at home, but we could learn about them in schools and even at community centers. Like this computer club at none other than Marine Parade CC, where I took my first computer class too. And it wasn't just young people. Workers were equipped and trained too. So everyone got familiar with using personal computers, and these became common in offices everywhere. So that transformed the way we worked and opened up new possibilities in every field. Then when the internet arrived in the 1990s, we again rode the wave and we propelled our nation forward. With each new wave of technology, we adapted, we upgraded, we lifted our whole country up. now we are entering a new era, driven by artificial intelligence or AI. Unlike the computer and the internet in the past, AI will be a defining technology of our time. AI has been advancing rapidly. Just 5 years ago, AI could not solve basic math problems reliably. Take this simple question. It's not a trick question. Everyone can answer it. But in the past, AI would give you a strange response like this. So they say AI is hallucinating. This year, AI took part in the International Math Olympiad. This was one of the questions. It's so complex, I can't even understand the question. But AI got it right. I won't show you the answer. I don't think anyone even understands the question, so let alone the answer. But AI got it right, and it achieved a gold medal in the Olympiad. And that's the power of AI today. And you can expect AI will only get better over time. Not just to deal with advanced math problems, but also to solve real-world problems. And it will fundamentally change the way we live, work, and interact with one another. The thing about AI is that it is already accessible to many people today. If I ask who in this room has not used AI, please put up your hand. I think there will be very few hands. In the past, we turned to the internet whenever we needed to search for information. Now, many go straight to AI apps. We did a check and we asked Singaporeans how they are using AI. Apparently, one of the most popular users is to use it to help plan your holidays. I suppose it's not surprising since we all love to travel. And indeed, AI can recommend places to visit and even suggest a personalized itinerary for you. We are using AI in the civil service, and we are seeing good results. For example, many government agencies have call centers. In the past, after every call, the officers had to manually write down a summary of the conversation. It was necessary to keep a proper record, but it was tedious and time-consuming. Now, AI can transcribe the call in all 4 official languages and automatically generate the summary in English. So officers can focus on what matters most, which is answering the calls and helping members of the public. But all this is just scratching the surface of what AI can do. The real game changer lies in using AI to raise productivity and create new value through every part of the economy. And the bigger companies are already doing this, and they are moving ahead, combining AI with robotics and autonomous machines. You can see this at Tuas Port, for example, which is highly automated. And we are studying how to do the same at Changi Airport to automate baggage handling and other airside operations. Or take, for example, the American MNC, GE Vernova. They chose to site their global turbine repair service center here in Singapore. Now, Singapore might not be the obvious place for such repair work, but this is no ordinary workshop. It's a high-tech facility. It uses AI to detect anomalies in turbine components, all in a matter of minutes. The system then alerts human operators and enables more precise and in-depth diagnosis. And this is why global companies choose Singapore, because of our ability to combine technology and human skills. And that's how we stay competitive, attract high-quality investments, and create good jobs for Singaporeans. But AI is not just for the big players. Every company can benefit. Take Q&M Dental, for example. I'm sure all of you are familiar with them. They use AI to help their dentists diagnose problems by analyzing the dental X-ray. And you can see it here in this image. Green means possible fillings. Red means potentially impacted teeth. And then there's dark red. You want as little dark red as possible because that means potential tooth decay. And all this is done by AI in under a minute. Of course, the dentist still needs to check the results and decide on the best course of treatment. But AI makes the work better and faster. I've shared a few examples. There are many, many more possibilities. And we will equip and empower every enterprise, especially our SMEs, to harness AI effectively and sharpen their competitive edge. At the same time, we recognize that technology will change the way we work. Many jobs will evolve, but some jobs will disappear, and in their place, new jobs will be created. In the past, technological change created disruption, but also new opportunities, and people were able to upgrade to higher skilled and better paying jobs. Many worry that this time things will be different. Because AI can do more than just help us at work. It can potentially replace many tasks, even entire jobs. I understand these concerns. And I assure you, even as we embrace AI and technology, we will not lose sight of our key priority. Singaporeans will always be at the center of everything we do. So we won't just rush headlong to adopt new technology. We will work closely with NTUC and the unions, with our union leaders and workers. We will redesign jobs and equip and empower every worker. We already see this in action at PSA. Crane operators were retrained to remotely supervise and manage multiple cranes and vehicles. It's a huge boost in productivity for the company. It also means safer and higher paying jobs for workers. So it's a win-win for everyone. Ultimately, our economic strategy is about jobs, jobs, and jobs. That's our number one priority. We will do more to help Singaporeans seize new job opportunities. We are stepping up job matching services. We are bringing more career fairs directly into our tertiary institutions to help our fresh graduates explore career possibilities and connect early with employers. We will launch a new job matching initiative at the town level. This will be led by the CDCs. They already have strong networks with local merchants, SMEs, and community partners. So they are well placed to match job seekers with vacancies, especially those who prefer to work closer to home. And our mayors will share more details soon. Importantly, we will continue to reskill and upskill our workers. This is why we have invested heavily in Skills Future. Last year, we introduced a new Skills Future Level Up program. That's for those who are 40 and above. You get $4,000 in Skills Future credits and training allowances of up to $3,000 a month for up to 24 months if you take time off from work to study full-time. The Level Up program is off to a good start, but we already have enough experience with it to introduce two more enhancements. First, we will allow a portion of the training allowances to be claimed for part-time courses. So it's not just for full-time study, but part-time study can also apply. Second, we will expand the course offerings. Currently, most of the courses are offered by the Institutes of Higher Learning. We will offer and include more quality courses offered by industry leaders and private training providers. Our programs are helping mid-careers like Vinod Nanda Kumaran. He is 41 this year. He previously worked in logistics and as a private hire driver. He is passionate about football, so he started to analyze match data to predict how his favorite teams would perform. That sparked a deeper interest in the world of data science. And he used his skills future credits to pursue a diploma in data engineering. He graduated last year and is now pursuing a part-time degree in business analytics at SUSS. Meanwhile, he has secured a job at the university as a business intelligence developer, and he's using data to support decision-making and help improve operations at the university. Well done, Vinod. This is what our economic strategy is all about, helping every worker progress and succeed. And this is why we must keep building a dynamic economy, one that creates good jobs and better lives for all Singaporeans. We may not be able to match other countries in size or scale, but we will stay ahead in ideas, in innovation, and in our collective will to move forward together as one united people.
中意名家分析，記得俾 like 同埋分享，支持同訂閱卓見名家，最緊要撳埋呢個鐘仔，咁就唔會錯過我哋嘅新片。